glorious presence of our Lord. But if I can just get you to use improper English and improper vernacular, just look at the person next to you and say, ain't nothing but a thing. But some of y'all say nothing but a thing, and we're very proper, and I know how to pronounce my words properly. And it isn't anything but something, but that is not what I said. Please find someone on the other side of you and say, ain't nothing but a
Damn.
I found out that on this world and where we live, we have nothing. We have around us a collection of things. If I wanted to get very scientific with you on this morning, you must realize that what you see is not everything that is apparent. I found out some things are starting to happen on the submolecular level that we have no clue of what's happening. What do I mean by the submolecular level? I mean it is so small that our human eyes cannot discern it. But I found out what's happening on a submolecular level is objects that you think are still are not. There are something called atoms that are moving around, and they make up the collection. I'm losing some of y'all already. They make up the collection of what we see. When you see a tree, it's a bunch of little tiny atoms working together to make this structure. But I found out that everything on this earth starts with a molecule.
Amen.
I'm going somewhere. But everything on this earth starts with the same ingredient. That's why you have something called the atom bomb or the nuclear bomb. What it does is it breaks things down to destroy them at the atomic or at the nuclear level. At the smallest level that it could be, that is how it destroys things, and that is how it breaks them down. If you want to destroy something, if I can make point number one, you've got to break it down at the smallest level. If you have a smart criminal, they know how to get you where it hurts. If you have a smart criminal, they know how they talk about those criminals, the Ponzi schemes and all those other things. They'll take 10 cents out of your bank account and you think it's just an account error. Then there'll be 20 cents missing and you think it's just something else. Next year it'll be $5 missing and you must have spent that $5. And 20 years later you'll have $8,000 out.
Amen.
And you don't even realize it. So things happen, I hear God, at a submolecular level. But if I can make my next point, just because I don't see it does not mean it is not occurring.
Amen.
I found out as human beings, our vision is extremely limited. These two eyes we have. As a matter of fact, if the only sense we had was our eyes, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Amen.
Our vision is deceiving.
Amen.
And for some of us in this room, it's a little more deceiving than others. Some of us need those bifocals and those things in front of our... Y'all ain't saying nothing.
Amen.
But our vision as humans is very limited. Because we have a very limited perspective of what we can see with the naked eye.
Right. Yes.
I'm standing in this room now. I am now limited to what I can see within the confines of these walls.
Amen.
But even if I stand outside and I look up, we might say the only thing in the sky is the sun, but that's not true.
Amen.
Jupiter didn't go anywhere. Mars didn't disappear. Venus didn't disappear. But I can't see it during the day. Why? Because the sun illuminates our atmosphere known as the sky, and my vision is limited to a very small perspective.
Amen.
That's why we need instruments to assist our vision. Because our vision as human beings is limited to an extremely small perspective. But I learned not only is our vision is limited to our perspective, but get this next point. If somebody catches in the Holy Ghost, your vision is limited to where you are at the moment. Uh-oh, see, y'all didn't catch that. I want you to catch that in the spirit. Listen to this. It is limited to where you are standing at the moment. And I found out that if you can't see, you better move to where,
Come on.
sometimes, you know, you pay good money for a show. Now, y'all don't still go to them shows, but you pay good money for a show. You say, excuse me, I paid for my, I know you rock it, but rock a little to the right so I can.
That's right. You're right.
It changes based on where we are.
Yes. That's right. That's so true.
If I'm standing on the ground, I can see certain things.
Yeah.
But if you dare go up in an airplane and as it slowly ascends, you can see just more. You can now see the building. You can now see what's surrounding. So in order to see better, I've got to position myself in the best place to see what is going on.
Amen. Yeah.
If I hire you and there's a building you're supposed to be security, if you work in a bank or something else like that, they don't just trust a man to walk around with his flashlight. They have cameras.
That's right.
Well, he didn't get to that vault yet, so, you know, he didn't see them. He was on break. That's why the criminals came in. They need to see what's going on, so they need something to aid their vision.
Amen.
So I learned how to say in my third point, if I can't see it by myself, Lord, help my vision.
Amen.
I need you to help me see what I can't see.
Yes, sir.
I need you to help me perceive what I don't have the ability to perceive. But I found out, just like all of our senses, our vision can be perceptive. Because listen to this. Without the ability to recall, vision means nothing. All right, I lost y'all. Let me bring it back. Without memory, vision means nothing. If I look ahead and see an object, and I don't recall that somebody told me once that is a chair, and I don't recall that is for sitting, me seeing it means nothing.
Amen. All right.
All right, let me break it down to you. Sister Lynn, if I write you a check in Chinese, and don't draw the numbers on it, everything's in Chinese, and say how much is this for, you might recognize some tic-tac-toe symbols, but you are not able to recall because you do not understand the language that is there. So if I can now say my next point, with vision comes understanding.
Yes,
Come on,
Amen.
come on.
I not only need to be able to see, but I've got to understand what I'm looking at. Sister Darden, I remember I was in California a few years ago.
Yes.
And there were certain celebrities there. When I saw them, I got kind of excited. Went to take a picture with them. There was a young guy who walked past me and said, excuse me, and I moved out the way. And later on they said, do you know that was Kodak Black? I said, no, I got my phone with me. Who? No, they said Kodak Black. No, I don't have a camera. They said, no, that's a rapper. I didn't know. I had no recollection. It meant nothing to me.
Right.
Didn't even stop and say, can I take a picture?
Yes.
Now I know who it is later because I went and looked it up. But it meant nothing. So vision without understanding is not vision.
Yes, Lord.
In order to really be informed what's going around us, we've got to have understanding.
Yes. Yes, sir.
If you see a green piece of paper with an old man with a bunch of white hair on it, if you don't know what that is, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. So now with our vision comes understanding.
Yes.
That's why all of our senses have to work together. But I found out not only is vision important, get into my main topic, but our hearing is important as well.
Yes, that's right.
Because sometimes your eyes can deceive you.
Yes.
I don't care how good you are at reading lips, and they have videos online about this. Your mind will tell you what you think a person is saying.
Amen.
Right. Amen.
I have actually seen videos where a person was saying one thing and they changed the audio to something else, but in our mind we could not discern the difference.
Yeah.
You've got to not just be able to see, but you've got to be able to hear.
Yes, amen.
So with vision comes understanding and comes hearing. So we've got to be able to see it now, these things that are going on. So where am I going? Is he rambling? No, I'm coming back. So we talked about things working at the molecular level and at the small level. Sometimes we have to understand, even though my eyes or my human eyes can't see it, it is still working.
Yes, amen.
There's a level of trust we have in this world that things are working that we necessarily don't understand.
Amen.
You have a level of trust. You have a level of trust when you get in a car, you say, I don't ride nobody's car. That's a lie. Okay, if you take a bus, nobody walk everywhere. You went in a vehicle at some point in time.
Amen.
That vehicle that you went in went over someone's bridge. I've heard of bridges falling. And went over somebody's highway. We trusted that traffic light when it turns over here, it's going to turn to the other side. I've seen it not happen.
Amen.
Right again, Pastor.
There's a lot of things happening in the background we don't understand. And many of y'all, when you go sit down at the restaurant, don't nobody go back in that kitchen. And Lord, if you only knew.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
No, just flop down, Pat. Don't even pray. Just flop down. Just start eating.
My Lord.
And can I just tell you something? Don't send your food back. I'm just going to give y'all some wiggle right now. If you don't like it, just go ahead and leave. Don't send it back. Praise the Lord. Don't send it back and get attitude with the person back handing you your food. I learned that. You better stay nice with them. You got to eat what they got to hand you.
That's right.
But we don't know what's going on in the background. Yet we trust that it is working.
Amen.
And in the same way that we don't understand what's going on in the background and we don't understand what's happening at the molecular level, we found out that everything from this chair to my hand to my teeth, it is all just a molecule. In other words, it is just a thing.
Amen.
And to God the Creator, whether it's me, whether it's the enemy, whatever it is nothing but a thing. So now we look in the book of Romans, in the letter that Paul is writing, and he says now in verse 31, what shall we then say to these things?
Yes, Lord.
In other words, to God, it's just another thing. I might be having problems, but it's just a thing. It might seem like sickness right now, but it's just a thing. It might seem like this person is getting on my nerves, but it's just a thing. What shall we then now say to these things?
Jesus.
Now my next point is, it says, what shall we say? We have to understand that God established his authority on this molten rock racing through space. He established his authority by speaking. We have to learn that God himself in Genesis, he didn't suggest, should there be light? And maybe light will come. And if the firmament isn't tired, can there please be a firmament? And I'm believing what I'm saying. I hope there's a firmament. I'm going to close my eyes, open them, and hope a firmament comes. But he spoke authoritatively, and he instantly believed what he said. I stopped by to tell you, even though we don't have Harry Potter, and I don't know who the Raisin, what's the new on Netflix, Raisin Dion, we don't have all those different type of magical things now. But we have authority in our words. God speaking wasn't enough. Somebody about to tip out now. God speaking didn't make anything happen. I'm telling you the truth. It was the belief in what he said that caused it to happen. He knew that he was God. and he knew he had authority. So when he said, "Let there be light," he
Oh, yeah.
expected
Hallelujah.
there to be light.
Amen.
When he said, "Let there be a greater light in the day and a lesser in the night," he expected it to happen. So when we speak, we ought to immediately expect things to happen.
Amen. Go ahead, Pastor. I like that.
All of us have expectations.
Yes, yes.
Now, when you get a brand new car, I'm talking about the 2020s is out. I'm talking about when you get you a new car.
Yes.
One thing you expect is when you turn that key in your brand new one,
That's right.
Amen.
you ain't no question. You be in the middle of a conversation.
That's right.
You know, pray, thank God, nothing. You just turn it on.
That's right.
But if you're driving a 97 or 84, no, you got you a 92. Come on now, all of us, come on, we done been there. All of us ain't had to. Y'all acting like y'all, okay, man, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about you got you a couple of years old. There's sometimes you go in there and say, okay, Lord, God, I believe you. You done brought me to this store. You're not going to leave me at 7-Eleven. You're going to bring me back. But Lord, just take this time. There's a level of faith because you don't expect.
That's right.
But when you expect something to happen, there's a different level of confidence.
Amen.
That's right.
When you just get paid, you handed that debit card.
That's right. You know what is in there.
But you know you ain't been paid in a while, and you know you had some bills come through. Let me. Oh, this must be an old one. Hold on, it's a little different.
That's right. That's
Oh
right.
Lord, you don't let us. They don't look at me. Maybe it's 12 on here, and they put 7 on that one, and 30 cents.
My Lord.
It's different.
Yeah.
So God speaks with expectation. So now that's the last point. As I'm closing, as I told you I wasn't going to be long in the presence of the Lord. Is not only do we need to speak to the things around us, but we need to speak and expect something to happen.
Amen.
Amen.
We don't just say, God, heal me, and don't expect it to happen. There's certain people, when you speak, you expect something to happen.
That's right.
That's right.
And I was looking at the news program, I think it was last week, and a certain person who was in authority got on the news and said, China, if you're listening, need you to investigate this person. Then the people got on the news later on and said he was just joking. You can't take him seriously.
Jesus.
But the person on the news, as a news anchor, said something that blew my mind. He said, because he is the president and because of the authority that he has, even if he thinks he is joking when he speaks it,
That's right.
it goes out. So we've got to understand the same thing because of who we are in God and because of the authority that we have. We've got to learn that when we speak it shall and can happen. I expect it to happen.
Amen. Go ahead, Pastor.
That's why I learned how to change my vernacular and I learned how to change my vocabulary. We need to stop saying I'm sick and tired. Because Lord have mercy, you better be careful because you will end up sick and tired.
Go ahead
We
now.
got to learn how to say that even if I feel sick, I still feel good.
Yes.
How you feeling today? I'm feeling great.
Hallelujah.
I'm a liar. I'm speaking those things that be not
Yes,
as though
Lord.
they were. I'm not broke as a joker, but I'm rich as the
Hallelujah.
richest one. I'm speaking those things that be
Yes, Lord.
as though they
Glory.
were. You may hate your job, but I love this job. They treat me right every time I come in here. The favor of God is on me. I am speaking those things that be not as though they were. And I found out if you say it long enough,
Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
your reality will start to change.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it will. I'm a witness. Hallelujah. Thank you,
What used
Jesus.
to be a lie you thought was a lie now becomes the truth.
Amen.
Yes, Lord.
Now, blow your
Amen.
mind?
Go ahead, Pastor.
It ain't a lie, it just
Amen.
didn't happen yet.
All right. Thank you, Lord.
I didn't
Hallelujah.
lie, it just didn't happen yet. You said you had money, I just don't have it yet.
Yeah. All right.
Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah.
And I got it. Amen.
But the truth of the matter is that all you will be a liar. Your job don't pay you money up front. You believing.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It's gonna come.
You believing it's happening.
That's right, Pastor.
And if you, I don't know if they still pay on Friday. Some places Thursday, some places 1st to 15th. Whatever the day is, you know what it is.
Yes.
You believe it's going to happen.
Amen.
No, that's right.
If you get paid on Friday, Monday, you feel a certain kind of way.
That's right.
You're real careful. Now, I don't want to go out. No, I'm good.
All right.
No, I'm going to stay. I got stuff at home. Tuesday, you
All right.
walk around.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I'm going to put that back. But something about Wednesday, you know there's an
All right.
anticipation. I
Yeah.
can't come today, but the day after tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I can't buy it today, but the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thursday, you might be feeling a little tired. I can't stand this job, and they get on my nerves. But something about that payday pulls you out of
Yeah.
the
Go ahead. That's right.
Get your feet
Yeah.
a little bit to
That's right,
going
right.
because you have anticipation
Right.
of what is to come.
Right.
You get excited before it happens.
Right. Go ahead.
Now with telecheck, you don't do it, but y'all know back in the day, sometimes you knew if you got paid on Friday, you make it to the store Wednesday. Because you knew by the time you write, ah, Lord, have mercy, you knew that you was writing a check that you will be able to cash. But let me tell you something, I treat God the same way. I don't just, God's been so consistent to me, I don't just get excited when he does it, I get excited when he says it. When he says he's going to do it, I get kind of excited. When he says he's going to bring me out, I'm not healed yet, but I'm already excited because I know that it's coming. Scripture somebody say it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. My excitement
It's coming.
It's
Amen.
Amen.
now changes because it's
Glory.
coming. Because it's something to look forward to.
Amen.
Yes.
Songwriter said, I've got so much to look forward to.
Yes,
I
Lord.
get excited about what God is
Yes.
doing
Yes.
because I know that I have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And all of us, sometimes as adults, we miss the anticipation of looking forward to things.
Amen.
As a child, you look forward to things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. Christmas comes just as quick as I don't know what. It seems like you blink your eyes, but when you're younger,
No.
ooh, feel like between September and December, it's the longest period of time. Many of us might just be living just to make it to Friday or whatever the day off is. But it comes a very miserable existence, and some of us have been there, when you have nothing to look forward to.
Amen. All right.
Nothing excites you anymore.
Jesus.
Nothing makes you happy. Just look at the TV, just frowning the whole time. I'm serious. Don't nothing make you smile. I'm not moved by that.
Amen.
That's a miserable experience.
Yes, it is.
But God now wants us to live our life and says, even as an adult, God himself have a way of blowing your mind.
Amen.
You still have
Yeah, I
a
like
lot
that.
to look forward to.
Amen. Hallelujah.
What excites you may not excite me.
That's right.
This is true. What excites you when they start reading that number off? I don't go looking around for papers because that doesn't do anything. That's just me
All right,
personally.
that's right.
Amen.
Now, now, some of y'all, you don't have to say amen too loud, but when they start reading that number, you get to shuffle it.
Yeah.
Because there's different things that excite you.
Amen.
But God himself knows what excites you. And I stopped by to tell you, there is still excitement in life.
Yes. Amen. That's it.
Yes. Yes.
There's still excitement in life for you. I'm not living in my second half or my latter half, but I'm living in the best half.
Yeah.
And you know what? I wake up each day saying, God, I love you, trust you so much. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm so excited about it.
Amen. Thank
Isn't that a
you,
good
Jesus.
feeling?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You know when some people give you a gift, you don't even want to, oh, Lord. Ooh. All right, I got to pretend. Maybe if I open it at home, but they standing right. Last year they gave me and the year before they gave me and the other year they gave me, and I told them I ain't like that. And each year they keep handing me, but you know, I guess it's a thought that counts, but there ain't a lot of thought they took. Yo, come on now. But there's some folks when they give you a gift, you get excited. Oh, last year they gave me. And this year they gave me. And other year they gave me. And whoo, hallelujah. And it was a Keystone card that year. And it was, you get excited. You don't mind opening it. Because you know it's going to be something good. God doesn't treat us like the Price is Right. Let's still come on, Price is Right. Let's make a deal. Do you want this $8,000 or do you want door number 2? And the folks say door number 2, and this is life supply, dog food back there, or something else. Because they took a risk.
Jesus.
God doesn't treat us like that.
Amen.
Door number 1 got something great for me. Door number 2 got something great for me.
All right.
Door number 3 got something great for me. If he don't take me to Hawaii, we going to Tahiti.
All right.
Amen. All right.
Thank the Lord. That's right. Whatever it is, God has great things. So it ain't nothing but a thing. The question was asked, is there anything too hard for God?
Anything.
Anything. Thank you. And the answer is no, there isn't.
Amen.
Right.
There's literally nothing that he cannot do. Let us stand. We're closing in the presence.